Namaste, welcome to High Vibe Life. Let's begin with an easy feel-good practice and suitable for beginners. So if you have any blocks handy, grab them or cushions, that will help you with some of the poses. So to start with, we're going to begin at the back of our mat into a child's pose. So just allow the hips to sink down towards your heels and then gently walk your hands along the length of the mat. Take a nice breath inhale here. And as you exhale, release the forehead down to the mat. If you'd like to prop yourself up here, you can grab a block and just place it underneath the forehead. Otherwise, just release here, and then let's just come to our inhales and our exhales. So begin, take a nice breath inhale. Think about filling that whole body up with breath. And as you exhale, imagine the sit bones just releasing closer down towards the heels. On your next inhale, just bring your fingertips together. We're pulling the shoulders gently away from the ears, spreading the upper back nice and wide. And then as you exhale, allowing the chest to melt closer down towards the mat. As we breathe in again, imagine expanding that belly like a balloon. And just allow yourself to breathe out nice and gently and slowly. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Really feel like you're lengthening through each breath, maybe for the count of 4 or even for the count of 5. Full complete inhales and exhales. When you're ready, coming up into our tabletop position. So we're going to line our knees up with our hips and our wrists with our shoulders, pressing firmly into the ground, spreading those fingertips nice and wide. Now we're going to pull the belly button in towards the spine, and as we take a breath, inhale, we open up across the chest, looking forwards, maybe curling those back toes under. And as you exhale, we're going to round the spine, tucking that tailbone under here. Again, inhale, draw the shoulders down away from you, shining that heart center forwards. And as you exhale, again, looking in towards the navel, rounding through that upper back. Let's go one more time. Inhale, shining the chest forward. And as you exhale, really round through the back, looking in towards your navel here. Coming back to our flat back, and then from here we're just going to gently curl the toes under and push back up into our downward facing dog. So we're going to begin by having our knees nice and bent. We want to feel a lot of length through the spine, so imagine from the crown to the tailbone, lengthening through that whole back. So once you find that length, then we start to think about through the legs, so we're just gently walking out, just getting the heels nice and heavy. Just press one heel down and the other heel down. Imagine we're doing handstands through the back, so you're holding quite a lot of weight from the hands right up the way to the shoulders. And then even weight through the legs as well, keeping that core nice and tight. Okay, so from here we're going to take a deep breath, inhale, kick the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring that knee in towards the nose. You can plant the foot in between the hands. If you need to carry it forward, you can. Dropping that back knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. We're in a lower lunge position. Open up across the chest. Inhale and exhale here. Sinking in towards the hip, feeling a stretch in that left hip flexor. Take a breath, inhale. On your next exhale, bringing the arms wide into a cactus position. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, open up across the chest. And inhale, stretch back up. Well done. Okay, exhale, lean forwards here, core nice and tight, and plant the hands on the ground. pressing the hips back, flexing through that right leg, flexing that right foot. Again, inhale, find the length through the spine, and as you exhale, we allow the body to release in line with that right thigh. Take 2 breaths here. Nice and long and even length of breaths on the inhale and the exhale. Inhale, press back forwards into that low lunge position. Open up that hips again. And then place the hands back on the ground in line with the foot. Step back into a plank position. Now from here, just make sure you're really lining up your wrists with your shoulders. And imagine energy firing out the back heel into the crown of head as well. So nice long straight line. Core stays tight, holding it here. And then we're going to slowly come down, so dropping the knees down to the floor, lowering down nice and slowly. Scrape the elbows down by the sides of the body. Release the chest and the chin to the mat. Inhale, lift up into a baby cobra. Just squeezing those shoulder blades back. And exhale, release back down. Curling the toes under, press back, downward facing dog. Let's hold it here for 2 breaths. Just really start to feel heavy through your heels now, opening up through the backs of the calves and the hamstrings. Okay, on the next inhale, kick the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring that knee in towards the chest, plant the foot in between the hands, carry it forward again if you like. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, pressing into the hips, into that hip flexor here. Breathe in and breathe out. On our next exhale, bring the arms wide, squeeze those shoulder blades together into our cactus position. Open the chest. And inhale, stretch back up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat here, stretching out through the left leg this time, flexing that left foot, so pointing the toes up towards the sky. Feel a deep stretch in the calves, in the hamstrings. So first of all, think about lengthening through your spine. And then as you exhale, just allow the body to melt over that left thigh. Just go nice and gently. Try not to force it. Just breathing into where you're feeling tightness and tension. Notice if it's in the calf or the hamstring. Just direct that breath to where the tightness is. And when you're ready, pressing back here into our low lunge position, curling the back toe under, stepping back, plank position. Let's go dropping the knees down to the mat, lowering the chin and the chest down. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. And then exhale, releasing back down, curling those toes under. We're coming into our downward facing dog. So gently pedaling out through the legs here. Just see if you can get extra length through the spine now. And then maybe slightly straightening out the legs, so gently pressing those heels a little bit closer towards the floor. Keeping that core nice and tight, pulled in towards the belly button. And also notice where your elbows are pointing. If they're pointing left to right of your room, just pull them inwards in line with the mat. Okay, inhale, kicking the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring that knee in towards the nose, really dropping that forehead down. It's almost like you're going to try and touch your nose with your knee. And then kicking back up again, inhale. Exhale, draw it back in, plant the foot in between the hands. Okay, this time we're in a runner's lunge position. Inhale, sweep up to the sky. Holding it here, looking up Maybe up towards the fingertips or to horizon. Strong through that back leg. On that exhale, bringing those arms nice and wide again. Cactus arms, open the chest up. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Okay, exhale, launch slightly forwards, engage in the core, and just check down with your front leg. Your knee wants to be in line with your ankle. Take a breath, inhale and hold, feel the quads working, the abdominals working, and then releasing down. Place the left hand to the mat, sweep that right arm round and up to the sky, looking up towards those fingertips here. Let's hold it here. Steady breaths. Again, you want to feel from that back heel to your crown of head as long as possible. And just notice if you're collapsing on your thigh, engage the core, pressing your hand firmly into the ground. And when you're ready, releasing that arm back down to the mat, step back into your plank position. So just lining up your wrists with your shoulders, keep the core tight. So from here you can go back to the knees, chest, chin. You want to make it a little bit more difficult on the upper body if you're feeling strong enough to do that today. Launch forward into our chaturanga, nice and steadily. Squeeze those elbows by the side of the body and release all the way down to the mat. Inhale, take a cobra. If you want to lift up a little bit higher, you can. Just keep the arms slightly bent. And then exhale, release down. Press back, downward facing dog. Okay, let's hold it here for 2 more breaths. So maybe start to notice how the body's feeling from when you started this practice. The muscles are starting to feel like they're opening. Just gently observe the body, no judgment. Inhale, kick the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the nose. Release the nose towards your knee. Really crunch, engage the core. Inhale, kick back up. Exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose. This time plant it in between the hands. And then we're going to inhale, sweep the arms right the way up to the sky into our high lunge position. Looking up towards those fingertips. And exhale, coming into the cactus arms here. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Shine the heart forwards. Open up the chest. Inhale, stretch back up. Okay, exhale, launch forwards, core tight. Feel that energy from the heel going along right the way up through the fingertips. And then release the arms down. Place the right hand to the ground. Sweep the left arm round and back up into our easy twist position. Press firmly into the ground. Core stays tight, legs stay strong. Let's hold it here, 2 more breaths. Energetically squeezing those inner thighs together. Notice if that left thigh is popping out. Bring it back in, engage it. And then bring that hand back down to the mat from here. Place it back on the ground. Come back to your plank position. And just go to where you want to. So you can go knees, chest, chin again to cobra. Or you can take your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Or you can come into your up dog if that's within your practice, where your thighs and knees would be off the floor, pressing firmly into the ground. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And breathe here. Holding it nice and still. Maybe having your gaze along towards your knees or your shins. And then we're just going to release the knees down to the mat now. Sitting back, and we're going to bring the seat to the back of the mat, sweeping the legs forward. And then from here, inhale, sweep the arms up nice and tall. Exhale, launch forwards, engage in the quads, engage in the backs of the legs as far as you can, as if you're going to reach something in front of you, and releasing the hands down. Just notice where your shoulders are. So you want to pull them away from the ears, and if they're hunched up by the ears to reach further, bring them back down. Okay, coming back up to seated, bringing that right knee in towards your chest, give yourself a little squeeze, crossing it over that left thigh. Inhale, sweep the arms up again, rooting the sit bones down to the ground. Exhale, bring the left hand to the thigh, right hand to the outside of the mat. Twisting round, look over your shoulder, feel the twist from the waist, and hold it here. So every inhale we're finding length through the spine, and every exhale we're taking that twist a little bit deeper. And releasing. Going to do the same thing the other side, so bring the left knee up towards the chest, cross it over to the right thigh. Inhale, sweep the arms round and up, almost like you're scooping the air up. Exhale, right hand to left thigh. Left hand to the back of the mat. Inhale, find the length through the spine. Exhale, you're twisting deeper. Steady, long, deep breath. Try and make equal lengths from the inhale and the exhale. Breathing into the belly. As you do that, still try and keep the core engaged. And then we're going to release back here. Okay, scooping the hips slightly further forwards, bringing the hands onto the shins, just bringing the toes up, lifting them up, open up across the chest, lengthen through the spine once again. Just going to go into a variation of boat pose. You can go as far or not as far as you wish. So from here, you can either just stay here. If you want to take it a little further, grab hold the backs of the thighs, extend the right foot up. Release it down, extend the left foot up, and release it down. You can carry on doing that if you want to go a little bit further. Inhale, bring both legs up. Engage that core, belly button in towards the spine. Squeeze everything in that lower area, lower abdominals. So inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, engage in the muscles more. And then release back down, well done. Okay, scooting the bum forwards. And we're just going to slowly roll down now. So engage in the core, releasing one vertebra at a time. And so from here, just turning those palms upwards. Breathing nice and deeply. And then we're just going to relax, so closing the eyes. Allow the body just to go as wide as you like, so maybe your legs are hip width, your palms are turned up. Closing the eyes here. Just releasing that control of the breath now, but maybe noticing the rise and the fall of the chest. And just begin to feel the softening of the muscles in the face, across the forehead. Feel the softening of the jaw and the releasing of the throat. Allow the shoulders to release. And just do a scan of the body. Just notice where you're feeling any more tension. If you are, just breathing into it. As you inhale, imagine energy going in towards that area. And as you exhale, just visualize it releasing. Maybe it's tension in the mind or the body. Using the breath just to release you, just to relax you. And just coming back to this present moment. Just the awareness of your body. Okay, when you're ready, just wiggling the fingers and the toes, stretching the arms up overhead. Nice long deep stretch from the fingertips to the toes. And then on your next exhale, bring both knees in towards your chest, give yourself a little squeeze. Rolling over to the right hand side, placing your head on your forearm. And then gently pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Keeping the eyes and the chin dip to start with. Just by finishing off, we're going to take a breath inhale, sweep the arms round and up to the sky. As the palms meet together, as you exhale, bringing them down the center line of the body. As they meet the chest, take another breath, inhale, scooping the air up. Lengthen through the spine again. And as the palms meet, as you exhale, drawing that line down the center, down your third eye, down your face, your chin, and to your heart center. Take another breath, inhale here. And exhale, just fold forwards over your thighs. You can place the hands on the ground. When you're ready, gently pressing yourself up, and you can open the eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me.